Ideas are the beginning of all human achievement. As adults, it is our duty to teach all children. Parents should make it their goal to teach all children how to recognize practical ideas that may be of benefit in helping them acquire whatever they demand of life. We should teach children how to budget and use time, and above all, teach the truth that time is the greatest asset available to human beings. Teach the child the basic motives by which all people are influenced, and show how to use these motives in acquiring the necessities and the luxuries of life. Teach children what to eat, how much to eat, and what is the relationship between proper eating and sound health. Teach children the true nature and function of the emotion of sex, and above all, teach them that sex can be transmuted into a driving force, capable of lifting one to great heights of achievement. Teach children to be definite in all things, beginning with a choice of a definite major purpose in life. Teach children the nature of impossibilities for good and evil and the principle of habit. Teach children how habits become fixed through the law of repetition and influence them to adopt, while they are young, habits that will lead to independent thought. Teach children the difference between temporary defeat and failure, and show them how to search for the seed of an equivalent advantage, which comes with every defeat. Teach children to express their own thoughts fearlessly and to accept or reject at will the ideas of others, reserving for themselves, always, the privilege of relying upon their own judgment. Teach children to reach decisions promptly and to change them, if at all, slowly and with reluctance, and never without a definite reason. Teach children that the human brain is the instrument with which one receives, from the great storehouse of nature, the energy for specialized, definite thoughts. Teach the children that the brain does not think, but serves as an instrument for the interpretation of stimuli, which cause thought. Teach children the value of harmony in their own minds, and that this is attainable only through self-control. Teach children the nature and the value of self-control. Teach children that there is a law of increasing returns, which can be and should be put into operation, as a matter of habit, by rendering always more service and better service than is expected of them. Teach children the true nature of the golden rule, and above all show them that through the operation of this principle, everything they do to and for another, they do also to and for themselves. Teach children not to have opinions unless they are formed from facts or beliefs, which may reasonably be accepted as facts. Teach children that cigarettes, liquor, narcotics, and overindulgence in sex destroy the power of will and lead to the habit of drifting. Do not forbid these evils, just explain them. Teach children the danger of believing anything merely because their parents, religious instructors, or someone else says it is so. Teach children to face facts, whether they are pleasant or unpleasant, without resorting to subterfuge or offering excuses. Teach children to encourage the use of their sixth sense, through which ideas present themselves in their minds, from unknown sources, and to examine all such ideas carefully. Teach children the full importance of the law of compensation, as it was interpreted by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and show them how the law works in the small, everyday affairs of life. Teach children that definiteness of purpose, backed by definite plans persistently and continuously applied, is the most effective form of prayer available to human beings. Teach children that the space they occupy in the world is measured definitely by the quality and quantity of useful service they render the world. Teach children there is no problem which does not have an appropriate solution, and that the solution often may be found in the circumstance creating the problem. Teach children that their only real limitations are those which they set up or permit others to establish in their own minds. Teach them that man can achieve whatever man can conceive and believe. Teach children that all schoolhouses and all textbooks are elementary implements which may be helpful in the development of their minds, but that the only school of real value is the great university of life, wherein one has the privilege of learning from experience. Teach children to be true to themselves at all times and, since they cannot please everybody, therefore to do a good job of pleasing themselves.